today I thought I'd talk about foundation that I've been using for a while. It's the Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse Foundation. And I know there's been a lot of tutorials and things like that and reviews put up on YouTube on it. But most of these people have only used the product for about a month or so, which for me, I can't really decide that quickly, especially something like a foundation, as to whether I really like it or not. So I've bought this foundation and my color was Porcelain Ivory, which I believe is the lightest. I bought it in November and, you know, it lasted me a good 3 months. Like, as you can see, it's like all gone. I have like a little tiny bit left. But it comes, you know, you open it up and it comes with a sponge. Then you twist off the top and it has your little pan of foundation. Anyway, I bought it because I wanted something that was light. It's really, I could demonstrate, it's really smooth. It's super easy to put on. Like, if you have 5 or 3 minutes even to put on your foundation for the day, this is definitely the foundation for you. Goes on super quick, super easy, very blendable, very smooth. You can definitely layer it. Like, if you have a spot that you want coverage, you can plop that on and then you can layer it on some more. So it's very buildable. And I have used it with the sponge, which I do wash. Just haven't, because the foundation is over with. I've used a sponge and I have used a foundation brush. Both of them work well. I do actually prefer the sponge because I feel it kind of like blends, when you put it on your face, it kind of blends it into your skin a little bit more, which is what I want. I don't want to see any lines. I like when it kind of melts into your skin, and this is very easy to melt. It goes on with kind of like a cool sensation. It's almost, I don't know how to explain it, kind of like you're putting aloe on your face. There was no smell to it. The last few videos I've been making, like the Valentine's Day one and the green smoky eye and a few other ones since before Christmas, have been with this foundation. So if you're wondering what it looks like, I'll link my videos for you. But like, I wore it in those and it covers great, it's fine. My skin is, this is going to be such a rambling video, so I apologize. It's my first product review, so just bear with me. Now, my skin is definitely a combination. I have kind of an oily T-zone, drier cheeks, not super dry by any means, but I do always have to blot my face or apply powder. And I do have the occasional breakout for sure. My mom's skin is definitely dehydrated, so it's lacking water. So I just want to tell you that because it does work on different skin types. Like, mine's a little bit more oily. I always use the e.l.f. high definition powder to set my foundation. I just, once my blush is on and everything, I just take the powder puff that it comes with and just press it. Like, I literally press it into my skin, and my skin's pretty good till mid-afternoon, which, like, what else can you ask for a foundation? But I do find that if I don't put powder on top of this, it's definitely oilier quicker. I have used it under a primer. I think it extends the life a little bit, but I don't know, like, it'll definitely get you through your work day, but into the evening you might have to touch up with some powder or blotting papers, or even sometimes just like a facial brush from, this is the brush that I use actually. When I put it on, I then just kind of take this and buff it to get rid of any possible streakiness. Not that I've seen any, but that's what I'm uber concerned about. So I just kind of blend it all over like that. And I find that kind of makes the foundation last longer, because I've noticed on my skin, as well as my mom, who is mature skin and is drier, if you look closely at your skin, you can kind of see little dabs of the foundation. Like, you can see where there's like a pigment of foundation and a pigment of foundation, and it's almost like it's separating. And I thought that was just on mine because of my oily skin, but it showed up on my mom's too, and we didn't notice it until like the last few weeks. So I don't know if it's just the product's getting old or if the sponge needed to be cleaned more regularly, but I don't know, it did it also when my mother applied it with her foundation brush. So I don't know if it's the product has a shelf life and it had been passed. Like, I honestly don't know why I did it, but just taking a little brush like this and blending it just kind of buffed everything back in. It did wear well, it did cover well, it was moisturizing for a dry face. So Caitlin, you know who you are, this would be a good foundation for you to try next. Oily, if your skin is super oily, like really, really oily, I think the oil will just kind of, I don't want to say eat away because that sounds gross, but kind of melt the foundation off your face a little bit quicker. Combination, I think we can get away with it. So those are kind of like the cons are, it can kind of separate and you get little dots of different pigmentation, but you can buff it out. You do get only a small amount, but it did last me for 3 months basically, everyday use pretty much. So that's not bad. I like that you don't have like a big chunk of foundation that, like I have some foundation that I bought last summer and I still have it, and I'm like, it's not really good to save it for the next year, but I do it because I'm not going to throw out half an empty bottle of foundation. But I kind of like that it's a smaller amount because you use it all, you've gotten your monies out of it, you can put it aside and then you can try something else without being stuck with a big thing of foundation. So basically, would I buy it again? Most definitely. Totally would buy it again. It is the quickest and easiest foundation to apply that I have ever applied in my life. I like it. The coverage is pretty good. I always set with a powder. So if you do that, that's great. You should have no problem with it. Dry skin and on combination skin, it works really well. No complaints. Not too oily, not too drying, enough moisture. And yeah, so that is my review after 3 months of applying it, because that's when I know that it's a really good product or not. So if you're wondering about my reviews, I generally don't do them unless somebody's kind of asked for them, or if I have had a significant amount of time to try it. You will never see me talking about a product that I've tried for a week, unless you know it's a lip gloss or something like that. It takes me a month or so to really try it and see how it wears. Does it work in like the winter? Does it work when it's snowing, when it's raining? If it's humid out, if my face is actually more broken out than normal? Because everything looks good on a clean face, but when I have breakouts, what happens to it? So that's my little rant on how my review process will go. So if there's something that you have seen me use or think that I might have, you can definitely ask me to review it. I'll have no problem doing it, because I don't want to be up here telling you guys what to buy if I haven't thoroughly tested it myself and researched it myself. So you will not see that happen, I promise. Anyway, little rant, couple little rants. Who knows how many of you are actually going to make it to the end of this. So bottom line, Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse. Mine's Porcelain Ivory. There's not a great range of colors, but I do find that the colors are easy to match to your skin tone. I find they blend in easily. If you're a little off, I think you can definitely get away with it. It's a good price. It's a good amount, as I said before, because I don't like being stuck with a whole hunk of foundation after. Wears fairly well. I actually prefer just applying it with the sponge it came with. So it's all self-contained. It's great for traveling, and I would highly recommend you trying it, especially if you have dry skin. It goes on really well. And even combination skin, I would just, if you have really oily skin and you tend to get oily really quickly, I don't think this one would be the best one for you. But other than that, I would definitely repurchase this. It is the best foundation if you have a short amount of time to get ready in the morning. So I hope that had some kernel of information that you guys can use. I'm sorry it was really long. Give me some tips or comments as to what you really want to know with the review. And yeah, I'll try and do better next time, I guess. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.